Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Friday, August 6th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. David Alfin was sworn in as mayor of Palm Coast on Tuesday, and he tells WNZF after his first week he can already tell the future of Palm Coast is bright.
Meeting with departmental heads at the city of Palm Coast who have been presenting their staff reports, and they have stepped up and gone out of their way to welcome me, to express their hopefulness in the future and the spirit of the city of Palm Coast. I can't tell you how excited I am to work with such an upscale, informed, knowledgeable, and caring team of experts. So I'm looking forward to a very bright future, and I can't thank staff enough for all they've done.
David Alfin, a realtor, is now the fourth mayor in the history of Palm Coast. Palm Coast City Councilman Ed Danko may have voted to keep the tentative millage rate at the current level, 4.69, but that vote just means the rate can't rise. He ultimately wants to see it lowered as council takes a close look at the budget.
I'm not in favor of keeping it the same as it was. I am in favor of a rollback. I am in favor of no tax increase whatsoever. And I'm hoping that we find and agree on line item expenses that we can cut to roll that millage rate back. I will not vote for a tax increase. Let me make that perfectly clear. If we left the millage rate the same, that would be equal to a tax increase.
Danko went on to say now that they have a new mayor, it's time to move forward on the budget. COVID-19 is surging in Florida with more than 1,300 people hospitalized in Central Florida. Amy Cherry has more.
Dr. Eduardo Oliveira is Executive Medical Director of Critical Care Services at Advent Health Central Florida.
This is the highest number of patients that we've treated with COVID so far, so it's definitely putting a certain level of strain in the system as far as our ability to care for all those patients. We've done that very well so far, but the number is pretty high.
Dr. Oliveira says staff are overworked and they're tired and exhausted. They thought we'd be out of this pandemic by now, and with this third wave, Oliveira says there's one thing you can do to help them.
If they could get vaccinated, that would be terrific. What we've seen so far is that only the minority of the patients that come to the hospital ill are vaccinated. Most of them are unvaccinated. So getting vaccinated is the thing that they could really do the most to help us out at the front lines to be able to continue to care for patients.
Oliveira says 90% of the patients who come to their ICU who end up on a ventilator are unvaccinated.
The minority that's vaccinated that comes to the ICU, they usually have some underlying problem or illness or immunosuppression that we call, where they're unable to mount a certain number of antibodies to fight the infection. So definitely there is significant protection if you get vaccinated. You may get hospitalized, but overwhelmingly, in most cases, you will never reach the ICU, which is the most dramatic location.
Public health experts have said the vaccines that are available provide very strong protection against death, hospitalization, and serious illness from COVID-19. Breakthrough cases, or those who develop COVID-19 after being fully vaccinated, often experience only mild symptoms. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
A new option other than quarantining is being made available for Flagler students once school resumes. John Arking explains.
Flagler County Health Officer Bob Snyder says they are pleased to announce a collaboration with the Flagler School District to introduce an option besides quarantining for 10 days if a close contact is determined to have COVID. Snyder says they are one of the only health departments in the state that's offering this option that he says provides a sense of normalcy.
And on their end, what it would require is every other day coming to the health department, either at our main location or the airport annex, to participate in our protocol for a 15-minute rapid test. And if that test indicates that you are negative, you can go back to play, you can go back into the classroom, participate in extracurricular activities, sporting events. This is not a new concept. This has been going on with professional sports teams of all kinds for the last several months, including our Olympic athletes. So we are just so pleased to offer this option to parents, especially moms and dads who both have to work to put food on the table and to pay their rent.
Snyder says they have the supplies, including the rapid testing kits, and the staff to make this program work. Testing will be provided every Monday through Friday from 4:30 till 6:30 p.m. at the airport location across from Flagler Palm Coast High School, where residents can come to the health department to get tested or vaccinated. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
Does the Flagler County School District have a strategic plan?
Superintendent Kathy Middlestadt says they're working on it. She said because she was new last year, they extended the previous plan that was sunsetting, but now, with a consultant and a steering committee in place, work is happening on the new strategic plan.
It's just the way of work and how you hold yourself accountable and how you demonstrate to the public all the action steps and strategies that you have to kind of move the district forward and allow for those students to have wonderful educational opportunities.
Middlestadt said that one of the things to come out of the new plan is moving sixth graders back to middle school in the next couple of years. Don't forget, school starts in 4 days on August 10th. The Flagler Voice is on Saturday mornings at 8:30 on WNZF. The podcast is on the Flagler radio app. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
Flagler County Sheriff's Office employees reach into their own pockets to help children. Rich Petchke has the story.
Sheriff Rick Staley says they've donated close to $14,000 to help the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches program.
I'm very proud of our employees that not only do they support our youth in person, but they also contribute to the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches.
Sheriff Staley says this isn't the first time a contribution was made.
In fact, since 2017, our deputies have contributed more than $113,000 to support the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches and the youth served by them. It's a great job by our deputies, and I thank them.
The department received a bronze plaque of a sheriff and a child from Youth Ranches officials to recognize the support an organization received over the years. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
There are plenty of fun with the family opportunities in Flagler County over the weekend. Here's Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids to tell you all about it.
This morning you can join Washington Oaks Garden State Park for their first Friday garden walk. You will join a park ranger and learn about the history of Washington Oaks while exploring the formal gardens. This is included with your regular park admission. The Flagler County Library is holding their Pixels and Perlers event. This is a free event that allows children in grades 6 through 12 to play Switch games such as Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, and more, and create some of their own 8-bit art. Flagler schools are holding their back-to-school jam on Saturday morning. All schools will be represented and ready to answer your questions. There will also be a number of community social service organizations and after-school programs. Find details on these events and more on our website at funforAugieKids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.